Hey, what's good, guys? Welcome back. Normally, I wouldn't make a video right now because it's already late. I've already done 3 videos, but hey, this is a major story. Mkabisi Jonas, it just came out from the Democratic Alliance that he was denied access to a visa. Remember, this is the guy, by the way, that is supposed to be the special envoy of South Africa to America to try and negotiate with the Americans on the 30% tariff increase. Uh, this was after Razul, the previous ambassador, was expelled from the United States, declared persona non grata by the United States following very racist remarks about President Trump. And then the new guy, this Jonas, was supposed to be the guy to lead the talks. Now, everyone was waiting. According to the ANC, and the ANC continuously, by the way, the DA writes this entire article where they explain consistently, the ANC misled South Africans. The ANC was telling us that they have a special envoy, and the special envoy is working in America trying to figure out the talks. We were told consistently that there's a new framework from the Americans, and that this new framework has sort of complicated talks a little bit, but that they're working hard on it. And now it turns out Mr. Jonas's diplomatic visa was denied already in May of this year when he applied for it. So the ANC has known for months now that Jonas isn't going to America. There's no way for him to get there. And despite all of this, they've repeatedly lied about this. Despite these, and this is what the DA has to say, despite these clear and repeated communications, the presidency continued to mislead the public by insisting that Jonas remained the presidential special envoy to North America, responsible for leading the charge in repairing bilateral relations between our two countries. You see, the ANC played this little game where they changed the naming. So he wasn't the special envoy to America, but to North America. Because remember, North America does include Canada, and Canada did not necessarily deny him a visa. So this is where the DA is right now, and they're sort of demanding answers. My question would be, why the hell has it taken this long to figure out? What the hell is the media doing? This is one of the reasons I have my Patreon, and I'm trying to get that Patreon off the ground because I want to get actual investigative journalists that can figure this shit out, because this is so frustrating. Where's the media? Why does it take months for us as South Africans to figure out that, oh, our government literally just does not care about any of this? Luckily, there's a little bit of good news in all of this. And guys, I've made multiple videos now at this point on the channel looking over what's going to happen when these tariffs finally hit. And any moron that's telling you, oh, we'll just sell our stuff to some other nation out there, doesn't understand how world economics work. There aren't lines of countries waiting around just wishing that South Africa finally has a bit more beef that they can sell them. Every country in the world is already buying all of the items that they need. This is sort of how the markets work. If there is a demand for a certain amount of products, there will be suppliers that produce and supply that amount of product. So when you have the United States, who is the second largest trading partner of South Africa, and by far the largest one in terms of how much they buy from us versus how much we buy from them, because we do actually run a trade surplus with the United States. If you have that going away, there aren't lists and lines of countries waiting to buy this stuff. All countries are already buying what they need. So whatever is being produced that no longer has a market in the United States just stops being relevant, and no one wants it. This means businesses close. That's how this works. It's basic logic. People should stop being morons about this stuff. But all right, so more important, and sorry for getting so angry, guys. I shouldn't be, but it's so annoying when I listen to people spout off about economic nonsense that they don't understand. And you can hear that they don't understand it because they never add anything. They just go, oh, well, just nonsense. I don't like what you're saying. It's like, come on, let's be real about this. But okay, so there's a couple of things here. The DA is complicit in this. They're in the GNU. They should have known. They should have asked, what the hell is the DA doing in the GNU? That's my big question, and I still don't seem to get an answer from anyone aside from Doomsday. coalition. I say, I don't care anymore. What the hell are you doing there? You're supposed to be in government. Why the hell are you not governing? Why is things just happening? You should have a lot bigger say in what's happening in South Africa. You got 20% of the vote, for the love of goodness. You should be able to demand a lot more than what you're doing. You seem to be pussyfooting around the ANC consistently and just allowing them to do stuff as if you don't have a voice in all of this. It's time the DA get their voice back. But one of the things that I didn't expect and that I was sort of surprised by is the fact that it seems like voters aren't feeling the same way I am about the DA, which I guess is kind of good. So we have two polls here. One from the GIS report. They did a poll where they basically found for the first time ever, the Democratic Alliance is actually moving above the ANC, polling wise. More people are saying that they're actually willing to vote for the DA. Another poll, the Daily Maverick are the ones that reported on this, and this one from the Institute of Race Relations, where they actually found that 18% of black voters now support the DA. And I think one of the things that I'll take away from this is that I think once the DA got into government and people started seeing, because the one thing I will give the Democratic Alliance government is that where they govern, they actually seem to be doing a decent job. And I think once voters saw that, hey, the DA is in there, they're fighting, they're trying to make the world better, they're trying to make the country better, and they're not trying to bring back apartheid. They're not, just super racist, trying to only cater to one group of people in the economy. I think a lot of voters sort of realized that, oh, wait, but maybe it is okay. And I think another thing is people sort of thought that once the ANC loses, it'll just be over, right? South Africa will just stop existing. And then the ANC lost, and people sort of held their breath for a bit, going, and then realized, oh, wait, but it's not that bad. Maybe we can vote. So maybe this is a dam breaking sort of thing. The EFF seems to be trailing consistently. It's not really growing at all. And currently, the DA is now the third largest party among black voters in the country, with the ANC still leading, the MK slightly below them, and then the DA in the third place, with EFF in the fourth place. This is still early days, and this is definitely not indicative of what you'll see in an actual election. But still, I think overall, reasonably good news. So, maybe this is a good thing. I'll end this video on a high note, shall we say, and I'll leave you guys with that. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about all of this. I'd love to read your thoughts as always. Hit the like if you liked it. If you didn't, it really helps out in the YouTube algorithm because the algorithm wants people to engage. They want you to watch the videos, like them, comment on them, and also hit that subscribe button. To all of the patrons, a huge thank you for your support, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.